We'll be getting underway in about a minute and a half. The YouTube live feed is probably starting right about now. Just a reminder that all the conversations, even the ones in the back, are picked up and broadcast on YouTube.
Got awfully quiet real quick.
Yeah.
No white back on.
Mine's hooked up.
Yeah,
Mine's hooked up.
Mine's hooked up. Oh, yeah. Right.
it's on your
I know.
fuzz. It fell.
Fuzz.
I don't want it going.
I blew my nose. Wait a minute.
Might have to just restart it. It's not finding it for some reason. Might just restart it. It's not showing up.
Restart.
Yeah.
All right, 10, 9, 8, 3. Good evening and welcome to the Defiance City Council meeting for tonight, July 22nd, 2025. Before we get underway, we have Pastor Scott Williams from the Nazarene Church to open us up in prayer this evening. Thank you for being our guest this evening.
Thanks for letting me be here. Let's pray. God, first of all, we just want to thank you for today, the opportunity you gave us today. Thank you for the beautifulness of it all, and thank you for giving us the opportunities that you placed before us. God, we thank you for tomorrow and the opportunities that you place before us tomorrow. And God, you've placed a whole group of people here who are going to help shape our tomorrows here in this community. And so, God, we just ask for wisdom and guidance over their decisions and the things that they do each and every day and each and every week for the people of this community. We thank you for them, God, and their willingness to serve other people. May they always have that desire. God, we also just want to stop and take a special prayer for Chief Herbert today and his family. We ask, God, that you will put your special hand of blessing upon them as they take on this responsibility and this care to serve those around us. We pray that you give them wisdom, give him wisdom as he tries to lead his team through all the challenges that they face on each and every day that they go through. We just pray, God, that you will give him a successful tenure as our chief. God, we ask that you also be with those who serve with him, all of our personnel who step in line and do the things that they need to do to take care of us. I ask God for a special blessing upon them and their families and protection over them as they travel and do the jobs that they have. God, this is your town, and we lay it before you, and we lay our decisions before you, and we thank you for this community. We thank you for all that you do for us. May you bless us and continue to work in each of us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And thank you. This meeting is now called to order. Let the record show that all the members of council are present this evening, except Mr. Uresti could not make it in this evening. Do we have a motion to excuse him?
So moved.
Moved, Mr. Mast. Second, Mr. Corbett. All those in favor of excusing Mr. Uresti from tonight's meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. I wish him safe travels. We'll see him next time. Would you stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor McCann.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now I think why most of you are here. Chief, Mrs. Herbert, little chiefs. Come on, step up here. You'll hold this. Mojo, you gotta be good, buddy. Take kiss. Huh? Okay. Place your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand. On this date, you are hereby appointed as the chief to serve for the City of Defiance, Ohio Police Department. And as such, you shall swear to and affirm the following. I, Frank Herbert,
I, Frank Herbert,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
to support the laws
to support the laws
and do solemnly swear and affirm that I will support the Constitution
to support the Constitution
and the laws of the United States of America,
and the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of
of
the State of Ohio,
the State of Ohio,
and the laws and
and
ordinances
the laws and ordinances
of the City of
of the
Defiance,
City of Defiance,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of Chief of
of
Police.
the office of Chief of Police.
Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I've reviewed the index minutes for the city council meeting of July 8th, 2025. Do we have a motion to correct or amend the minutes as they're being presented? Without any such motion, I'll endorse them. Do we have any liaison meeting reports or requests? Okay. Without any, do we have any comments from council? Mrs. Crutch.
Yeah, I'd like to bring up about the letter from Bob Barnett concerning the sign of the junior high. I know that I brought up in May 6th or 7th before the Lilac Festival that the signs were dirty and filthy and I wanted them to be washed up and cleaned up and take the Christmas wrapping paper down. And of course that passed before the Lilac Festival, it was still there. But right now, the Fort Defiance Players is very interested in using that sign, and I know it says Defiance Middle School, but they said that they would be willing to paint over Defiance Middle School and just make it black and then be able to put the sign back up. He worked probably 2-3 hours cleaning that sign up and washing it up and getting it prepared, then had all the words put in for the Big Fish production, and then 2 days later, the sign was taken down. And so he had told me that it was because we had voted as council to have it removed, which I think he might have heard wrong. But we didn't vote. I looked in the minutes to see if we had done something when I was at South Dakota, but I didn't see anything in the minutes. So I just would like to say if there's a way that we could put that sign back up for the Fort Defiance Players, I'd like to see it be put back up for them.
When I called Mr. Morton to let him know that we were going to take it down at a council member's request, he asked us to save it. So to the best of my knowledge, it's now in his possession, and I'm sure we can get it back and put it back up.
Thank you.
Was there a request to remove it?
That's my recollection, Mr. Mast. There was no official vote. It was just
Right.
requested by a member of council, and so that's what we did.
Okay. Mr. Waxler.
I got a couple of things. Ryan, we talked about you before, the house there on Second Street. It's getting way overgrown again.
Correct. So we have sent them, I believe we sent them the certified letter and they should be going to the nuisance abatement board, next month
Okay.
to get the nuisance abatement board's blessing to go in and take care of it.
Okay, and then I also have another thing, can't think of the name, I don't know how you pronounce it, I call it Jolly Science, the restaurant there on the corner, the Mexican restaurant. There's a section of sidewalk been missing for a couple years. And then I went by there today and looked again, and I had a complaint about their driveway is people were tripping on it, but if you look where they go in off of Second Street, it is just all busted up.
Okay.
So, I'd like to see that get addressed, please.
Will do.
Okay, thank you, that's all I have.
Thank you. Any other comments from council? All right, to the Board of Control, Mayor McCann.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's July 22nd. It's my sister Sal's 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Sister Sal. But more importantly, today we opened the bids for the Jefferson Street paving project. And one bidder, Gherkin, was 24% over the engineer's budget or estimate. So you're gonna ask the question, logically, is what's next? Mrs. Sproul's on vacation this week. You know, this is the second time the project's been bid. We scaled it back significantly, adjusted the numbers that I think we were comfortable with, but again, 24% over the estimate. And so I don't know. The next question you might ask is, will it get paved this year? And I would say it's very unlikely that it will get paved this year. I don't know how we could adjust things anymore, rebid the project in the hope that it would get done by the time we do all the advertising and so on and so forth. But we'll see. Linda will be back on Monday, and I'm sure for her it'll be a priority. I'm also pretty sure she already knows, so that's really all I can say. The fellow from Gherkin was somewhat contrite. He was disappointed that they were the only bidder. I think he was hoping that somebody would be successful, but not at this point.
Mr. Hancock.
Did we not shorten the project?
When ODOT bid it, Mr.
I
Hancock,
believe so.
they were basically going from just south of the roundabouts on South Jefferson to East Second Street. This project was from the south side of the Jefferson Street Bridge to Second Street.
And it was, of course, overbid 24% again. Okay.
I don't remember the margin the last time, but it was it was
close.
substantially over the engineer's estimate, which that was ODOT's estimate. This estimate was our estimate.
Mr. Mast.
So you don't think there's an issue with our numbers expectation? You think it was more of the bid was just thrown away?
I don't know. I don't know whether it's condition of the current pavement, which isn't that bad. And it's certainly not Gherkin's. They just finished Cleveland Avenue and Elliott Road for us here, and have done many projects for us. I don't know, it has something to do with viaduct. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. Mrs. Sproul would be glad to hear me say that.
Dave was starting to go through line item by line item of what they had submitted versus their estimates, and was really starting to, and I'm sure he's not through it yet, but to find out where, if you can find out where the problem would lie. He was starting to pick that apart, but.
And it makes it difficult with only one bidder. You can't get a comparison to see.
Right, that's why
where we're
Gherkin
at.
was hoping that somebody else would have bid, and then that would have helped gauge if that's out of line or not. You know, I don't know.
A lot of traffic control on Jefferson for that project, but there has been for the year it's been going on now, so we don't know. And that's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you. Mr. Mack.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I would request an executive session under 121.22G1, hiring of public employee.
We have a motion for an executive session. Do we have such a motion? Mr. Engel?
Second.
Second, Mr. Mast?
Mr. Engel?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Hancock?
Yes.
Mr. Mast?
Yes.
Mr. Wexler?
Yes.
And Mrs. Crutch?
Yes.
All right, then before we adjourn, we'll have an executive session. Was there an appointment you wanted to? Got it. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Thought of you. And is there anything else, Mr. Mast?
That's all, Mr. President.
All right, Mr. O'Donnell
I have nothing at this time, Mr. President.
and Ms. Sprague.
Yep, just one quick note. Next week, I'm gonna email out the budget timeline. So we'll be starting that process soon. Pretty much, I kept everything the same, just had to alter dates to coincide with meetings and end of the month. So you'll see that in your Dropbox next week.
All right, and Ms. Sprague, you sent out the
Yep.
Billings and the financial
Your
reports?
financials, yep, you should have received all of those.
So do we have any objections or corrections to the billings and the financials that Ms. Sprague sent out? And if, in the absence of any objections or corrections, the payment of bills and financial reports shall stand approved. And that's all you have?
Yes.
All right, and I was muttering there, Mayor McCann, because I thought you were going to mention the appointment of Jenny Derringer to the Defiance Public Library Board as trustee. But you weren't.
I was not.
That was my mistake. So I'll mention to council, in regards to the appointment of Jenny Derringer to the Defiance Public Library Board trustee to complete Laura Connor's term, shall the consent of council be given to this appointment? All those in favor of the appointment of Jenny Derringer to the Defiance Public County Library Board as trustee to complete Laura Connor's term, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. And congratulations, Ms. Derringer.
Thank you.
We do have a couple items of legislation for discussion this evening.
First reading by caption only, an ordinance authorizing acquisition of property interest of parcels 011, 013, and 019 for the Ralston Avenue Roundabouts project and declare an emergency.
Mr. O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. The city is moving ahead with the planning for the 2026 Ralston Avenue Roundabouts project. The city, as you may know, secured over $2.6 million in grant funding for this project from two sources. And we are seeking council approval for the outright acquisition of the parcel 13, Park Edition, by general warranty deed. That's 0.021 acres. That's this part. And then we're also seeking a temporary easement for parcel 11T in the same edition. That's right here. And then could you go to the next one, Madam Clerk? And, oops, sorry, back one. And then also 19D, that would also be a 12-month temporary easement. And the total compensation for these landowners would add up to $5,100. It's an emergency request so we can stay on schedule for the project. We're supposed to complete all the property acquisitions by September, and we'll have it. Looks like we'll have at least one other ordinance on the property acquisitions for this project, and actually a few others for the Ottawa Avenue corridor project that's also scheduled for 2026. So stay tuned.
Does council have any questions for Mr. O'Donnell in these regards? Mr. Engel?
No question, most suspended call.
If we have no questions, we have a motion to suspend and call. Mr. Engel?
Second.
Second, Mr. Mast?
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Hancock?
Yes.
Mr. Mass?
Yes.
Mr. Waxler?
Yes.
Mrs. Crutch?
Yes.
And Mr. Engel?
Yes. You adopt.
Motion to adopt, Mr. Corbett?
Second.
Second, Mrs. Crutch?
Mr. Hancock?
Yes.
Mr. Mass?
Yes.
Mr. Waxler?
Yes.
Mrs. Crutch?
Yes.
Mr. Engel?
Yes.
And Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
With that, this ordinance is adopted.
First reading by caption only, an ordinance amending ordinance number 8620 passed December 3rd, 2024 to make appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the city of Defiance, Ohio during the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
Ms. Sprague?
Yes, I'll just run through these line items. The first one's a general fund for buildings and land, $4,200. There was an insurance claim and that expense came out of that line, so that will replenish that expense. And down on the bottom, you can see the revenue we received from the insurance company was $3,188. The second one is the police and fire, 201 fire training for $30,000. We need to send 2 employees to paramedic school, so that's what that's for. The next group, there's a typo The 249 fund is the probation grant. We were awarded, that grant was up June of this year, and we were awarded again another round of funding. So that started July 1st of this year, and then will continue to June of 27. So those lines all need appropriations done. And then down below, you can see the revenue for the rest of this year will be right around 65,507. And then the final line is 590, Mark's WPC capital improvements line. He was in a couple of weeks ago about the flood damage that he had. So he'd like to do a supplemental out of that line for 400,000. Will cover most of the repairs, and we're still waiting to hear from the insurance company on that claim. You haven't heard, I mean, we've reached out and have not heard anything final yet. But that just puts that line back up, so if there's other things he needs to get taken care of, he can. Do you guys have any questions on those?
Mr. Waxler?
No, I don't have
No.
any questions. I was about the insurance, but she.
Yeah, we haven't, I know both companies had been there, and I know you reached out this week, and we still haven't heard back yet, so.
Yeah,
hopefully-
we went at it with the insurance with our two different policies. One was the traveler's policy, and that one was denied, but we kind of knew it was going to be denied, but we were just going through it as a formality. The other is our property and casualty policy. That's the one we're waiting on, and I expect to hear that any day now.
Okay, thank you.
Mrs. Sprague, is that, you said there's a spelling error, is that in this ordinance here or just?
Just under, no, in my summary sheet where it says total, I have water distribution, that should say probation. So
Yeah.
it's on this one
Yep.
here. Did it carry through on? Yeah, it's fine on the ordinance, it's just on my summary sheet that I was reading.
Okay.
Mr. Corbett?
No further questions, motion to suspend and call.
We have a motion to suspend and call.
Second.
Second, Mr. Mast?
Mr. Mass?
Yes.
Mr. Waxler?
Yes.
Mrs. Crutch?
Yes.
Mr. Engel?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
Mr. Hancock?
Yes. Motion to adopt.
We have a motion to adopt, Mr. Hancock.
Second.
Second, Mr. Mast?
Mr. Mass?
Yes.
Mr. Waxler?
Yes.
Mrs. Crutch?
Yes.
Mr. Engel?
Yes.
Mr. Corbett?
Yes.
And Mr. Hancock?
Yes.
All right. If then this second item of legislation is adopted. Before we retire to a executive session, do we have any citizens' concerns? Mr. Posey?
Lonnie Posey, 1504 Dublin Court. I have you, speaking of nuisances, I have a past and present and also a new one. The traffic we have in this town is atrocious. It's just unacceptable. I mean, people just, they come to me all the time and approach me and ask me, you know, is there anything I can do? I bring it to you guys. And that's the old one. The new one are these motorized bicycles. They're running up down the sidewalks. I was speaking prior to coming up here to Rick's Fall, and he spoke about an incident out here at Burger King just prior, that a couple almost got hit with some guy coming down the sidewalk on one of those motorized bikes. And something's got to be done because it's getting hazardous out there. And I just come to you to address it.
I do want to piggyback off. I had several calls this week or the last couple weeks or that same thing with downtown sidewalks. I guess somebody walked out of stand balls and almost got creamed on one of them bikes. So it does need to be addressed.
My concern is that people come out of those alleyways or they're walkways now, more or less. And if somebody comes out and they're blindsided by some guy, or some individual riding one of those bikes, they're coming at pretty good speed.
I will say, Chief Herbert has mentioned that is a point of emphasis for him, and he's working with his patrolman now. I believe there was some question about possibly needing to clean up an ordinance. We aren't sure of that. Mr. O'Donnell was working on it.
Okay.
3 classifications for electric bicycles.
That's correct, but none of them And none of them are you allowed to ride on a sidewalk using
Right.
electric power, so those really distinctions don't really make a difference.
Okay, all right, so that has been clarified, all right.
No, I saw that, and I know this has been on your guys' radar because I've seen it in the Border Patrol minutes, but was there some specification where if they're not actively using the motor and they're actively pedaling, it's supposed to be allowed?
You can
Because
use
these-
the
these
pedal and the
vehicles-
pedal assist function. A lot of them will like kick in even if you're pedaling.
Because these, I mean, when you I saw one person coming across the North Side Bridge coming south, and he was on a bike, not moving a foot, full helmet on, and just flying down the hill. I mean, so I think that's going to make it tough if you have these kind of specifications for how they can stop or ticket them or whatever they're going to do.
How are you gonna be able to determine, because even with the pedal assist, they can get moving pretty fast. So they're pretending like they're pedaling, but it's really, it's a difficult thing to enforce because they're pedaling, but yet the pedal assist will allow them to go relatively fast without much effort, so. I don't know how you address all that stuff, and
Well, the other
they get
large,
them pulled over, well, I just using pedal assist.
I think with the motors are gonna be the key to it.
Part of it starts with basic traffic enforcement. I myself have been in front of those bicycles where they blow through stop signs,
None of them.
going full tilt, and when they're on the street, they should also be obeying those traffic.
that's the other
regulations.
issue,
So
is they
That's
seem to
a
feel-
point of enforcement.
They turn around red too, we're not allowed to.
We'll get it.
They seem to
They
feel free
Thank you.
to be a bike on the road
Yeah.
and a bike on the sidewalk, all in the same traveling. So you'll see these bikes go down the road if it's convenient, and then if it becomes inconvenient, they go up on the sidewalk to cross intersections. So, I mean, it's just,
Is it feasible to amend that ordinance to disallow any electric bicycles, whether they're pedal assist or not, on the sidewalks? Now, we go right back to a standard bike.
That I want to do some research and check with the other law directors, because about 2 years ago, the General Assembly went to great pains to spell out their ORC section, their statute, and tried to make a statewide law. So what I'm going to look into is whether we can kind of preempt that law.
Like we did with the low-speed vehicles, because they had a statewide guideline and we still did an ordinance.
Well, that one had a specific provision in there that said the local community could create higher restrictions, and that's what we did. I'm not sure whether that's in the electric bicycles, low-speed bicycles.
Yeah, Mr. Engel?
Yes, I've also seen them going on the sidewalks and then got candy corded. And they've either about got hit or they've hit somebody walking across. They don't look, they just go. It's right there by Kistner's and there by the, by the state bank and right in there. They don't care. They just go across anytime somebody's really gonna get hit.
The reason I brought up the traffic issue is because I saw policemen get caught in the traffic jams. They were caught right in the middle of the whole congestion. And that's one reason I brought it up, because plus the fact that people's approach me and try to do something, come to you guys and ask you what's going to happen, what's the answer. And also, as far as the bicycles, the motorized bicycles, you have that traffic, that bicycle lane. I don't really see any advantage to having that bicycle lane when nobody uses it anyway.
Mrs. Crutch?
Yeah, it says the speed is anywhere from 20 to 45 miles per hour on electric bikes. So I'm thinking, is the police department going to, watch their speed too and check on that? I mean, not just on sidewalks, but on the roads. I know that I've seen them go down Wayne Avenue and they're going as fast as some of the cars go.
Mayor said chief's got a handle,
Yeah.
so we'll go from that, I guess.
It was one of his top priorities as he came in and we were talking about it. And he, I guess I'm echoing what he has told me. It starts with basic traffic enforcement of, at a minimum, making sure they're not speeding, making sure they're following, stop signs and traffic lights and things of that nature, so.
You haven't read the newspaper with all the court procedures in there, all the people getting picked up with no license, suspended license, no, they don't care either. So, I mean, you
Well-
read all this stuff, you know, you're putting it all together, say, well, what's going on here, you know? Why isn't something being changed or, you know, for the traffic congestion, the bicycles, the motorized bicycles? You know, I just had to bring to your attention.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
We have a minute to stretch our legs before we enter executive session.